So the film is Adaptation, and it's Spike Jonze directed it in 2002. It stars Nicolas Cage. Over the credits, you hear a voiceover of Nicolas Cage talking as his character, and you get the impression that this guy is like this very neurotic kind of guy who's feeling kind of like put upon and has a lot of anxiety and stuff. And then the very first image we see is this kind of shaky, handheld, low-grade digital shot that is captioned "Set of Being John Malkovich." But this like shaky like footage, which kind of looks like maybe like a PA shot it or something on the set, like it's kind of self-consciously handheld and like zooming in and out to kind of give it the impression of like an amateur documentary. So obviously that had to be recreated and staged by the filmmakers. So to paint the picture for the audience, Nicolas Cage's character gets in his car and drives down what looks like Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles as he's kind of undergone this transformation, and he's finally earned his own self-respect, and he's happy with his life for like the first time. And he drives down the street. The camera is like in the street, like in the middle of the street, and pans with him as he drives away. And then it stops, and this is a static shot. After it pedestals down, it reveals like these plants, like these flowers and like other kind of small horticultural plants, like kind of growing up out of the bottom of the frame. And then this turtle song "Happy Together" starts playing, and then it turns into this time lapse where the day turns to night, the night turns to day like 3 or 4 times, and then the plants grow up higher and higher, just kind of thrive and grow, and then it just like cuts off. If you're just going to look at the first and last image, there's some things you can glean from that. You're looking at one very shaky amateur handheld shot, and then one perfectly composed, technically astounding professional time-lapse shot. So those two things together are juxtaposed. And there's definitely a kind of, dare I say, evolution from one to the other. And evolution also comes into play because the last shot references something that happens early in the film when we have this like miraculous scene where the film gives us like the history of the world, like the history specifically of Hollywood, California, starting from like volcanic lava, and then like amphibians and fish coming out of the ocean and evolving and growing, and it's all done like in a similar kind of sped up kind of time lapse way. And so to me, what that means is it's kind of like it shows Nicolas Cage's evolution, how he's finally kind of overcome his issues. He was able to tell the woman that he loves her. She tells him she loves him back, and he's on his way. He's going onward and upward finally, and he's growing. So it's perhaps not the same type of thing where if you were to just look at the first and last, you would get it. But if you look at the whole film and see it a couple of times like I have, like there's a lot to kind of interpret and think about.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together.